Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle and I'm still feeling kind of crappy, but I'm like, okay, it's been long enough. I have got to get a video done. So we are going to do the Let's Resin Memorial Cats and Dogs. This is a fairly new mold. I do have a description, down in the description, I do have a discount code for this. So if anybody wants to get one. So it has a big dog, a big cat, a medium dog, medium cat, and a small cat and a small dog. And so you have 3 of each. So I figured we'd keep this fairly simple, where I'm still not feeling the greatest, but I wanted to get a video out for you guys because I miss all the comments and everything that you guys post, because you guys are amazing. I have one of the best YouTube communities there is. So I am I'm gonna do these a couple of different ways. And I have a hair in here. So I've got my Let's Resin epoxy resin mixed up. So I'm using the large mixer tonight because I've got 20 ounces of resin. This calls for 18.1 fluid ounces, but I'm doing 20 to make sure, and then if we have extra, we'll just do something extra. So I have a couple of the metallic alcohol inks out, as well as I have a chestnut, a brown, I have got a black mica, I've got bronze, I've got a metallic brown. So I don't know, we're gonna mix up small cups and we're just gonna see what we come up with for colors. Like I said, I'm still not feeling good. I wanted to start this earlier today, but we've had like 60-mile-an-hour gusts and we lost power for half the day. It is back now. But so what I'm gonna do is, I have my resin mixing now. I'm going to mix some different colors and I'm gonna run this through the debubbler. Now you guys know that I have not been a fan of the bigger mixer because it mixes it so quick and introduces a lot of bubbles. But now that I have the Let's Resin debubbler, we can hopefully get those bubbles out. Oh, all right. So we are pretty much done. I think I need to recharge my thing. So let me just, actually, let me get some gloves first. And then we're gonna get some cups and we'll see what we can come up with for colors. And then once I demold them, I will probably bling some of them out. You know, we'll see how they look. All right, so let me just scrape a lot of this extra resin off so we're not wasting it. So I just kind of scrape off each paddle. Normally I would raise it up and spin it in the cup. But because it is, you know, fairly close to the top, I don't want it just shooting everywhere. So we're just gonna do this. And the last time I used this, I had forgot to wipe it. So I do have some dried resin on the bottom. So I am going to grab I'm going to try to grab a paper towel and wipe this and then clean it before I forget. So I just wipe the bulk of it off, and then I'm just going to spray it with alcohol. And then just wipe it down again. And then what I'll do is, you know, when I'm feeling better, I will take a knife and just break some of the dried, like you can see, I've got a little nip there, but it still doesn't affect the mixing. So now my thing is all ready. And where I've put my new epoxy cart, the heater blows on that area a little bit better. So I am not getting as many bubbles because it is, it's not as cold. But I do want to take my stick and just really give that a good mix, just because there's a lot of resin, and I want to make sure that everything, like from the bottom and the sides, got incorporated, because I don't want any curing issues. So all the products that we're using today are going to be Let's Resin products, because they are my absolute favorite. Okay, so, and Let's Resin did send me this mold. So thank you, Let's Resin. I did buy my resin, but okay. So this is the hard part, because I don't know what each one holds. These two, I'm thinking a couple of ounces. So I'm just going to mix up 2 smaller. And I do want to have one with some white, because I would like to, you know, kind of have like a calico one-ish. All right, so let's just, I'm thinking these cups will be enough. And I want to divide this up because I don't want it to flash cure in this big jug. So, you know, we're going to eyeball, and we're going to just see kind of what we get. So I'm thinking, and after I get the colors mixed up, that's when I'm going to put it into the debubbler. All right, so I'm thinking those, I'm hoping, are enough for the 2 bigger dogs, or the dog and the cat. So I am going to, like, I've never tried this reddish brown. So this is the metallic alcohol inks. I've got this whole set. And I've only started using them recently, and I really like the look that they are giving. So, but you got to really make sure that you mix them up really good. Like, you can still see there's still like a little bit of sediment on the bottom. So you definitely want to get these mixed in really, really well. And then we might add some of the chestnut to this, where this is like a reddish brown. So I did open this. I think I've used this once or twice. So I'm just gonna just put a good amount in there, and we'll stir it and kind of see what kind of color we get. So I'm thinking this mixed in with some of the mica powder might really give like some really pretty striations in there. But I mean, that alone is pretty, but I don't want them to be like totally transparent. So I'm gonna just take a small stick, and we're gonna, wow, that's almost the same color, guys. Look at that. It is almost the same. Oh, same color. Yeah, so I don't know what is going on, but my sinuses are so, I am so stuffy, guys. It's brutal. Ooh, that is pretty. I'm going to add a little bit more. It's still a little on the transparent side, so that should be good. So we put like a pot of water on our wood stove because it's been below zero, so our air is extremely dry anyways, and then with the wood stove, it is just drying everything out. So I'm just thinking that, so I've been using a nose spray and it has just been brutal. And no energy, that's the other thing. All right, so that is, and you know what? I wanted to run this through the debubbler, but I'm not gonna be able to in these cups because I'm afraid they're gonna like overflow. Oh, I don't want to use 50 million cups. All right, we'll let that sit while we mix up the next color. Okay, so let's do, so we have a brown metallic and a brown mica powder. So let's mix this one. And then I'll do like one just like black and white mica. But I wanted to try a couple of the Let's Resin metallics because they do give a really nice look. So I'm just making sure that all the sediment on the bottom, and this one I have not tried yet, so and is that enough? No, it is not. Let me get my pen. There we go. So give that a good squirt. Oh, let me put my color on, my reddish brown. All right, so I'm gonna keep them together just so we know which colors that we used. And I'll just wipe this stick and reuse this. And then I can just bling them out. Ooh, that's really pretty. It has like a gold hue to it. All right, so let's put some brown powder in. Uh-oh, my brown's getting low. I've been using a lot of the brown. And let's see, that's the brown. All right, we'll put them together. So maybe I won't, maybe I won't run them through the debubbler because when you're using mica powders, you don't usually see the bubbles if there are any. We will just hope and pray. Oh, that is pretty. So even if I mix that with some white, that will be pretty. And then if, you know, if we need to mix some of these colors at the end, we can. Let me grab another small cup because I do want to mix up some white. But not a ton of white, you know what I mean? Just a little bit to kind of blend in with some of the colors. And for that, I'm going to use my Ocean White by Let's Resin. And I'm just going to give a squirt because this is very opaque. All right, so we got 2 good squirts. Let me just see how we go with that. I'm gonna need more. But this way here, it's giving these a chance to kind of like start debubbling. All right, I am gonna add a little bit more because I want that. All right, so another 2 squirts. And I'm trying to figure out how I could make like a calico because these 2 colors with the white would make a really pretty like calico cat color. All right, so I think yeah, I want just a little bit more. I can still see the stick through there. And I don't want to see the stick. I want it to be white. Okay, so that should be good. At least my nose is not running tonight. How can you have a stuffy nose and yet it's running? Answer me that. All right, so that is good. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 6 ounces here. So hopefully the bigger ones only take like 3 ounces. So do I... All right, so I just want to make sure, like, okay, so that's a puppy and that's a cat, and that's a cat and that's a puppy. All right, so this is, all right, so the smaller one is the cat. And I've got some pigment paste on my glove. So I want the cat to be more of this, and I think I'm going to mix a little bit of white in with this and hope it doesn't, that they don't merge. I kind of want to keep them like, I don't know, almost like a swirl, not quite a marble, but you know what I mean. All right, so that's the cat. So let me see. I'm gonna try to pour because I'm hoping the face goes a little bit lighter. Not like completely white, but all right, guys, I don't know at what point my phone stopped filming. It said I ran out of memory, and this is my brand new phone, so I had to delete my YouTube Studio off my phone. So, and then it freed up all my memory again. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to have enough to do probably both the cats. Now, if I can remember which one. All right, so this one is the cat on this side. So, and it looks like the colors are gonna kind of stay separated. All right, so that's, oh my gosh, guys. I guess I way overshot on that one. All right, so let's, so this guy's got kind of a half and half face. All right, let me move this so I can kind of see into the face so I know kind of where I'm getting it. All right, so with this one, why don't we put some of this color in him too? And maybe we can get a, like a calico kind of color. I don't want it to look marbled, but where it's a cat, we can try and do a calico. And I need definitely some more white. And do a little bit of the brown, because I wanted this brown more for the puppy, but I think we're going to have plenty. And I guess we will just finish with this color and see. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so that was a small and a medium cat. And he can definitely use a little bit more. But, so let's get this puppy. We're just going to do him in the brown. And, okay. And then we'll use the rest of this to finish this cat. And then if we have like another color or whatever, if I think it needs a little bit more, we can just plop that in the bottom here. So far the colors are looking like they are going to stay separate. I mean, we all know resin does what resin wants, so they could very well blend together, but, and I did not spray the inside with any alcohol, which I should have. But, you know, when you don't feel good, your brain is not working, and, you know, it is what it is. Okay. So, now we have the other puppy. So let's mix some black, and we might put a little bronze through the black. This looks more like a gray than a black. We'll see once it gets mixed in what it looks like. So I really wanted to try this in the, but my resin's getting warm, so I've got to get a move on because I've got a lot in these cups. I should have poured them in smaller cups. All right, so that one is gray. And let's see. What? And that's a coffee color. Because I don't even know how much these take. So let's do, we have a brown. Let's do a, the other puppy will do like this charcoal gray. And I'll just give it a spritz. And it doesn't look like there's too many little crevices that bubbles can hide, so I'm hoping and praying. Okay, so that's another puppy. Let's do this one in, let's do a bronze and a coffee. And then the other cat is going to be what we have left. I might actually mix up a little bit of white and throw in to the puppy, but we'll see. We'll see how these colors look. I don't believe I've used this one either yet. So I'm trying, oh, I did. So I'm trying to go through and use up all of the colors so that I know, you know, what they look like. And let's get this mixed. I mean, you have a good amount of work time with this resin because it's the Let's Resin epoxy resin, but because I left it deep in the cups, it is definitely getting warm. So, and I'm not going to put as much of this as I did in the others. So even if this one's a little bit transparent, then we can just kind of see. So that's the bronze and the coffee. And if I can't remember, I'll have to go back and watch the video to kind of see where I'm at. All right, I have some white right here. Sweet. Okay. And I should mix that a little bit more, but it's getting warm, so I don't want to take a chance. Wow, okay. So that was a perfect amount. We still got black. So I'm definitely going to have some resin left. So let me kind of put that in there so that can slow down a little bit. And this one is the cat. So and I'm just going to let's mix some eggshell in with this bronze and see what we get. Because I love this eggshell color. And this bottle is almost empty, so I am bumming. That's why I haven't used it, because I've been trying to save it, like if I'm doing seashells or something. But I needed a different, just a different variation for this other. Oh, look at that. It's almost like a golden retriever kind of color. It is really pretty. All right, so that's the dog. This is the cat. So we can mix. Whoa. Yep, we can mix all over the table, guys. Wow. Okay, set that down, and there's only a little bit of white, so we might as well kind of get that in there as well. I mean, we could end up with mud colors, guys. I don't know. I just didn't want them to be, you know, like just plain blah. I wanted them to have a little something. And then if we don't have enough, I have more resin over here, so I can just mix up another color off the cuff. So let's get the rest of this white out. Okay. And so yeah, maybe note to self, when if you get this mold, you know, like do up a few and then make some more resin and then do up a few more, so you don't run into your resin getting hot like mine did. But that was my own stupidity. Oh my gosh, I gotta empty my trash. It is like overflowing. All right, so I have this and I have this. So let's just kind of put it all in one and these work good, but not, if they were bendy, I think it would work even better, but I'm just trying to get the bulk of this out. Okay, and just gonna wipe my stick. And let's see what I think I'm just going to put the eggshell in here. And we'll see what we get. Gosh, guys, I'm so unorganized tonight. And yeah, this is getting thick. All right, we're not even gonna mess around adding anything else in here. We're just gonna get this poured. And now I have got maybe an ounce. And you know what? We got a half of a clear in here. So let's finish filling up the hippo. So he'll just be 2 different colors. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find my little into resin turtle mold, and I will try to pour that in there. If not, I'll find something, and I will be back for demold, guys. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, guys, good morning. It's the next day, and these are all cured. So I ended up, I had enough, I made like a little puppy. I don't even know which one. Oh, it's the little French bulldog. So it wasn't quite full. I will have to trim the bottom, but he came out really good. I got no bubbles. His ears came out really good. So that's one of the extras. And I had forgotten all about this little dude. So let's get him out. He's going to be a two-tone, so... Not quite what I was hoping for, but look at how crystal clear that resin is up there. He's cute, but not really what I wanted. But he's done. So I will do another one of him in clear, but let's get to the main event. All right. Now, I don't know how difficult these are to get out because I've never done this mold. Let's just get them out and then we will look at them. Oh, we got one bubble in the air right there. And another little bubble on that one. All right. Last but not least, all right, so let's start with the puppy. He came out really, really cute. And this one, I believe it was just the brown. Oh, look, the little kitty is cute. We got a few little micro bubbles, but we don't feel it. And then we get the one bubble on the ear, but I'll put a bow or something on that. So that's kind of cute. And then the other, oh, look. Oh, little bubble there, little one there. But other than that, it's really, really good. I'll have to doctor these guys up. And then our little puppy. So he's got a few little micro bubbles on his mouth. But other than that, he looks really, really good. So I'm thinking we can give them some sort of like a little bit of a collar around the tops of their necks. Oh, this one's cute. And I just didn't want them all like the same color because, you know, not all animals are solid colors, right? A few micro bubbles in the face. And that's on me. I should have taken a little bit more time. Plus, my resin was getting thick. Oh, this one came out really cool. So again, a few little micro bubbles here. So next time what I would do is I would like make so much resin, pour a couple, then make more resin and pour the rest. But overall, these came out really, really good. So let me just trim off some of the bottom here. I'll get the sharpness off, and then I can always go in with my Dremel with my polishing pad on them after. But I just want to get them finished up for you guys so you can, you know, see the finished results. So this will probably be a little bit longer video because I haven't posted in a few days. I figured I'll give you something to watch. So I am feeling a little bit better than I was even yesterday. So hopefully I'm to the end of this, whatever it is I've had. I think it's just really like a really bad head cold. That one didn't have much trimming at all. So I could have put a little bit more in some of these. So if I'm not feeling the greatest, I think these came out fairly well. I want to thank you guys for all the well wishes too. It meant a lot to me. There were a couple of times I was like, oh, I'm going to go down and do a project, and then all of a sudden I would start feeling like crap again, and usually I can fight through, but this one just kind of knocked me on my butt. Oh, I didn't even tell you. We had an earthquake on, I believe it was on Monday. Yeah, we had a 3.8. It started at a 4.1, but they said it was a 3.8 by the time everything got done. So, yeah, that was interesting. I felt it. I was up having my coffee. So that was different because we don't usually, if we get a an earthquake, we don't usually feel them. We had one big one in, I think it was 2012, and my husband was working out of state, and it really, the bang was so loud, we thought that a propane tank had blown up somewhere. Yeah, it was, that one was intense. And then the phones wouldn't work for an hour, and oh, it was, yeah, it was brutal. All right, so I am going to, we'll start with the black dog, and we'll just put some of these clear rhinestones. I got these on Amazon, and they are in my Amazon store, I believe, under the extras, if anybody wants these. Okay, so let me figure out a size. All right, let's see. I think this size will, if I can hang on to it. All right, let's leave that one there. And let's try one of the smaller ones. I think this is going to be too little. Yeah, we'll go with the bigger ones. Maybe on the cats we'll, come on. All right, let me grab, do I have a little spoon? I do right here. I'm gonna just leave that in there so I know which size I picked. And this is Liquid Fusion. And I'm just gonna make a small line like that. And then we will drop one of the stones on. Yeah, I think that's going to be cute. Come on. Let me put these stones on. I guess I'm going to have to go in and clean on the inside of the nozzle, but I'll just try to get it to come out again by using the little pin. All right. Let me just use the tack. It's probably a piece in there that, yeah, you can see the goop where it's, whoop, ah, jeez. So I'll get this one done for you, and then I'll put you on a time lapse for the other one, so that way you don't totally get sick of me. So there, he has a little collar on. So I think on this one, I think maybe that's all I'll do. And on the cat, once this is dried, I can wipe that wax off. And I don't know why I started with a bigger one. So we need something to put on her ear. Let's see what I got here. Got some little bows. I think these are going to be too big. Little flowers. Yes. Maybe we can put a little flower on her ear. Yeah, that'll work, I think. Now I could use some UV, but all right, I'm just going to nip that end and see if I can get all right, let me work on this for a minute and then I'll be back. Okay, I got them all done. So I just added some little eyes you can barely see his collar, and I put him a little crown. So this is the small one. I did the same thing. I put a little face on him, just a collar and a crown. And the same on the big one. I just put the collar, gave him a little sleepy face. And so yeah, we have the large, the medium, and the small. And on the kittens, we did the same. I just gave her a collar, and I fixed the bubble by putting some little rhinestones in her ears to give her some little pink, just a little bling. And on these two, for the bubbles, I put a flower and a little collar and a little sleepy face. And the same on this one. So yeah, so that is our... And then this guy, I just gave him a face. I still got to clean him up, but I got to trim the bottom. He's going to stay with me in my little misfits. And I didn't do anything to this one. I'll maybe put a face on it, but this one's going to stay here with me as well. So, yeah. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And thank you for being so patient with me while I get myself feeling a little bit better here. So hopefully I will be able to start another project for tomorrow. If not, they will slowly start coming in. So stay tuned for that, guys. And thank you so much. I appreciate you all, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.